Well, hello again, fight fans, and welcome to another edition of the Speed Bag. Today, a segment I like to call, How Long Are We Going to Keep Doing This? Now, as you may have seen this week, Reebok treated us to a brand new UFC-themed t-shirt design, this time for that famous fighter, Anderson Aldo, which I guess is either what you get when you cross former UFC middleweight champ Anderson Silva with current UFC featherweight champ Jose Aldo, or it's what you get when you are designing a t-shirt for Reebok and you have too many tabs open on your computer. Now, for another company, this might be just, one embarrassing screw-up, and that happens. We all make mistakes. You learn from it, and you move on. But for Reebok, there does not seem to be enough learning going on. This is a pattern, and it's a pattern that started literally on the first day of the UFC apparel product launch. And this is the company that brought us Gilbert Melendez. It's the company that tried to sell a t-shirt to Irish people by presenting a map of Ireland with the top pretty much chopped off. That did not seem to make them happy. It seems like eventually we all thought this stuff would get ironed out and these kind of boneheaded mistakes would stop happening, but it also seems like eventually should have happened by now. How long are you going to keep making these simple mistakes? And they are really simple mistakes. I mean, Anderson Silva, you're talking about one of the greatest mixed martial artists to ever fight, and you can't get his name right? Just run this stuff by any MMA fan off the street. Or better yet, take an MMA fan out of Buffalo Wild Wings. Show him the t-shirt. Say, does this refer to an actual person that you know of? If not, maybe take that one back to the drawing board. The problem with this is not just that, it makes Reebok look kind of silly and that nobody's going to buy it unless they want to have a collector's item of a terrible, obvious mistake, but it also makes it seem like you just don't care enough to get it right. And that does seem to be the major problem with Reebok so far in this UFC deal. And if you don't care, how are we supposed to care? How was anybody supposed to care enough to actually buy it? Stuff like this, eventually, we all have to ask, how long are we going to keep doing this?